Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is I'm back with another one. I know I've had a couple of days off recently where I haven't been posting, but that's just been because I've been busy and stuff like that. But also I'm filming this one a little bit later because this morning you can see I went and did some stuff at Target. Shout out Secret Sauce. We got one disc version here, and then we also got one digital version right here. So we got two different ones. So they actually helped me cop two. Shout out Ron also in the chat. He's always helping me out, different things there, and I really appreciate what they do right there. I'm not gonna stack these up on top of each other, but yeah, that's already a fair amount of profit right there. And I don't know why people are telling me they're a scam. Like that's proof that they just helped me. Like, you just got to interact with different things in the chat. This is what I recommend with anything in the sneaker game. It's all about connections. So whoever's running the bots in the chat, whatever it is, try and reach out to them, get to know them a bit better, figure out what they do, maybe learn how to bot. There's tons of stuff. I just went and spent a couple hours picking these up in store. But we're not talking about that today. So you see everything on the screen, my Instagrams, all that. You want to subscribe and like more videos like this, feel free. Today we're just discussing, the mummy dunks, how those have apparently been stolen again from Fedex. So we're going to be discussing Fedex, a little bit of that, addressing that issue, and then also discussing the strawberry coughs, if we will be seeing a Sneakers US release for that, or what type of Sneakers US release. I think we will see a Sneakers US release for that, and maybe for the mummy dunk, but it's more or less looking more likely that it will happen for the strawberry coughs through some sort of exclusive access. So let's kind of get into it. So first things first, you can see apparently a recent FedEx store. I don't have the ad. There was a different post aside from this one that really showed how there was a store that had their entire stock stolen from FedEx, which is a believable story. You have to think about this. A store wouldn't put their reputation on the line just for to backdoor one release. Like, you have to think about that. And also, when a store gets a certain amount of dunks or a release, they're also like spending their money. Like, I saw a really good comment here. I wish I could find it, but it was something about how if they're buying like 20k worth of dunks for for a release or whatever, they're also that means they're getting like 60k worth of Janowskis and like other shoes that they're having to sell. Like, a skate shop only gets a certain amount of pairs based off their sales, from what I know. So there's other stores I've seen, like Sparky Store on their Instagram. You can go look that up. They have their stores in they have their whole like mummy dunks on like a display in stores. They're doing good. But yeah, there's one store in particular. There's no ad, but there's a lot of people that think this got backdoored, and I think it's possible, but at the same time, I don't think a smaller store is going to put their reputation with Nike on the line just to say our shoes got stolen by FedEx. It's realistic. Think about how much FedEx has been stealing pairs recently. Like, someone could have just come up that much. Yes, it is possible, but you also have to think about this too. A lot of people want to blame FedEx, but I also saw another comment here. I don't know if this is true, so I will look it up right now. Okay, it doesn't say anything here, but I saw something on the Instagram comment section, and if this is true, that would, obviously, it wouldn't be good if this, store was backdooring. But again, if this guy's right here, is it really true that FedEx drivers get a 5K reward for reporting someone for stealing items? Which, if that's true, your friend's telling on you. I wouldn't, I'd mind my own business, but yeah, there's going to be someone, like, of course, a 5K reward if they're figuring out, you're stealing shoes. Hey, that's wrong. So, it's not necessarily wrong to be like, hey, this dude just stole a whole release from a store. Like, I don't see any problem in that. But, yeah, if you obviously get a 5K reward for it too, if you're actually a driver and see another one of your fellow drivers stealing a package and you get 5K for it, yeah, of course someone's going to be turning you in, like, you're not hiding, so I personally think the store really is a victim of getting their packages stolen. And you also have to think about this. I don't want to comment incorrectly on the situation because I'm only someone that's here looking at this store for the hype releases. I'm not here or somebody that's here at the store buying consistent skate decks or shoes or apparel from the store. So I can't be someone that's like, dang, F this store, I don't like this store because they're doing this. Like, if they're doing what they're doing, then whatever, I can't say anything because I'm only supporting the store during those hype SB releases. So it's just like, I feel like that's a really honest way to go about it. If you're not supporting the store fully, then I feel like you can't comment on the situation fully because, like, unless you're like a skater, like, you're buying a lot of stuff from the store and, you were like really hyped for this raffle, and then you see something like this happen, yes, of course, then you can step in and be like, hey, they might be backdoored because, I'm a consistent customer. I go here all the time. The employees, got the pairs on, which I see people in the comment section. It's probably just, people on Instagram capping. There was people like, I know the store, there's employees wearing pairs. Like, bro, shut up. You probably do not. Like, it just like those kind of comments make me laugh, where it's probably like someone that's 15 or 16. I know I look 15 or 16 and I'm almost like 20. It's crazy. That was random. But yeah, aside from that, You know, it's not uncommon again to see, I guess, a store get their stock stolen, but this is just another example of it happening right here. I think it is, you know, FedEx just, and then this is the best comment right here. Where is this from? I need to find this one. For a company that makes $30 billion, you would think that they would have their own shipping service. Yeah, right? Like Nike, hey, you should maybe make your own shipping service. I don't know what's going on there, but probably save some money. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, that sucks for the store at least. I wish I had the ad of the store so I could check it out a little bit more, maybe look a bit more in depth to see if this has happened with them before, which, of course, if they said this, like, let's say the store had said, you know, their packages have been stolen like 3 or 4 times in hype releases, then yes, of course they're lying. But in most likely not the case, because I've seen more people posting about this than usual. So aside from that, another thing I've seen is people think that the mummy dunks are going to be, you know, doing some sort of like, you know, shock drop, which I think, I mean, it could happen in the U.S., but I think this is mainly going to be, I mean, I also rumored that there could have been a sneakers US release for this drop also, but I'm thinking it's more or less looking now like it's going to be sneakers EU, and since it is an SB, it is going to be one that says stays skate shop exclusive in the US, kind of like the What the Pulse, and we may see some sort of shock drop down the line with these, you know, actually kind of appearing. I think that is possible because this is actually a realistic idea. I think that did happen with the What the Pulse actually, where they kind of shock dropped in the US through some sort of sneakers reserve or something. So maybe we'll see that, maybe we won't, but I think personally we would just be seeing this one drop in skate shops, and then over in the EU it'll be one that, you know, kind of releases on sneakers also on the 28th, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, another thing I want to mention too with Nike, you know, getting their stuff stolen, you know, with them delaying releases, things like that, Nike is having major issues. This is why their stock is doing so bad, is because they're having major issues with them shipping stuff. Like they're not able to ship their items properly out in time due to container shortages. I think it says, yeah, shortage of shipping containers. So Nike is getting hurt by that. They've been hurt by that all this year due to COVID, all that. So because they're having issues related to that, you know, I think that's why we're seeing this release. You know, that's why we saw it take so long to release. That's why nobody's really going to be having this pair to wear in Halloween. Everyone that does want to get this pair to wear in Halloween is just going to be wearing it on November 1st, and I'm going to be like, yeah, that's tough. But yeah, that's just another thing I want to mention. We've discussed the mummies enough, but Nike's just having major shipping issues, hence why all these releases are being pushed back. Prices are going up on shoes. Like apparently shoe prices, I saw an article on this, shoe prices are more expensive than they ever have been in 20 years. Who knew? And also, of course, the Strawberry Cough release. I've seen a lot of people posting about this, thinking that the Strawberry Coughs will have some sort of release on sneakers through some sort of shock drop, which I think is possible. Again, anything's a possibility. But if this one, again, let's say this one were to all of a sudden, I mean, apparently the stock, I've in my cook group, you know, not my cook group, but the one that I'm in, you know, I call it my cook group since I'm a part of it. But, you know, Secret Sauce, they've said that the stock is actually loaded up on sneakers US for the Strawberry Cough, so I think we could potentially be seeing a sneakers release for this one. I think that is totally, I mean, a lot of Dunk High SBs end up being collabs have actually dropped on sneakers, so this would make complete sense to me. But I think that's everything I need to mention. I'll actually have a pair of these coming in this week, so I'll do a little review for y'all before the sneakers drop. Hopefully the sneakers release, I'm not hoping for it, but, you know, hopefully it's pushed back to like mid-November, so, you know, I can get that review a little early just to get y'all a little preview, or maybe just like my review will go up like 3 days early and then the drop happens 3 days later. Like I'd like something like that, you know, so I could get y'all kind of my honest opinion on the shoe, because I'll probably just be keeping my pair, because, you know, obviously on a pair I bought early I'm not going to hold. That's not a good idea. So yeah, that's everything I need to say, and that's just kind of some stuff I want to bring up to y'all. FedEx is still out here hitting fat licks, and I just am going to stick with UPS. Nike, you should probably give them a call too, but yeah, aside from that, Nike's never going to watch this video. So if y'all want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down below. Don't forget the 50K giveaway is being posted tomorrow. Stay tuned there. We're actually already at 51K, so thank y'all for 51,000. That's awesome, but I've been delaying the giveaway. But tomorrow, 100% on my Instagram. I got the post, everything ready, caption, approved. We are ready to go. Just, you know, random time. Y'all will see it though, so be there. But that's everything that needs to be mentioned. Shout out again, Secret Sauce, for this 2 PS5s. I need to start lifting some weights because those are way too heavy for me right there. But yeah, we'll end that screen recording. I got a class in like an hour, so we'll be going to that. And yeah, I'm T. Thank y'all. And hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.